Guys, today we're going to be doing a new Lord of SQLI challenge, and the challenge I'm going to be doing today is going to be called Dragon. So with this challenge, we have select ID from probably Dragon, where ID is equal to guest, but this time it seems to be commenting everything out after guest. So if we were to copy this query and then put it on some kind of a machine somewhere to see what happens, I'll zoom in, and if I just copy this simply right here, you see everything after guest gets commented out. So you're like, how do I, because I can still pass in variables right here for PW, because that's the only thing we have left. So we do PW equals like 1. We see 1 gets put in the middle. So if we put 1, that's still commented out. So you're starting to think, how do we get past this part? Like, how do we do this part? So this is actually very simple. So one of the first things we're going to do is look up new URL encode. URL encode, encoding references, and we just look up new or like line feed. So you guys know what line feed is? It's basically a new line on a text. Like how this has a new line. It's just basically a new line. So if we simply put 0A right here, but first we're gonna have to put a comma to close the I guess you can see my query right here. So now you see 3 of them. But now what we're gonna do is add a percentage 0A. And now this creates, there's a new line now. 0A means new line. So if we just do something like this. So it's basically what we did is we added this and then we did a new line. And what the new line is gonna do is gonna create a new line at the end of it. And you see right here, you see how it changes colors. So like if we do and from pwn, you see how it's changing colors at the end of it. That means we could run commands now. So what we do now is basically just finish the query for the most part. So we do and pwn is equal to a random value, because we still want to finish the query, because the query still gets commented out, because this is still commented out, so we still want to finish it. And pwn is equal to a random value, and then we'll do or ID is equal to admin, and then simply press enter. We still need to comment it out. So we'll just do percentage 23 and boom. Reason being for this is because if we go back, go back right here, and we just copy this right here, select, and we go to SQL test. You see right here, up to here is fine, but this is where the new line starts. So if you just press enter, we see that the select ID from Poly Dragon, where ID is equal to guest, and then pwn is equal to 1 to 3, or if ID is equal to admin. See, look how this is commented out as a string, and this right here is commented out, but the rest of it is still running as a command because it's still colored. So anyway, so like I guess another example would be if we just do something like this. So we select ID from MySQL test A. If we were go back, if we simply just click the button to run, MySQL 6, and execute SQL. Okay, executed the SQL, but like from, let's say for example we did something like this. It's all in one line, right? So we execute this. It comes out good, no? But we simply do parentheses and then we just copy this and put it on a new line. It's still gonna run it. So we just execute SQL and see like how nothing changed. Well, I guess to show even more, let's say we have select ID from MySQL test A. It's only gonna select the ID, so we're only gonna see 1. So if we do this, only 1 pops out. So basically, just by adding simply a new line, we could still run our query. So that's the whole point of this challenge. So I guess to bypass the hashtag for like commenting out this entire thing, we make a new line, so only comments out up to here, and then anything after here still gets run as regular SQL. as a SQL query for the most part. So that was about it for this challenge. Is just, I guess, learning how to, I guess, get past the hashtag mark and learning about, I guess, the line feed feature and also URL encoding it. And yeah, that's about it. And yeah, see you guys in the next video. Peace.